Hey guys, the iOS 14 was announced on June 22nd at Apple's WWDC, and in today's video, I'm going to share the biggest changes coming with the new update. Starting off with one of the biggest changes, now you will be able to add widgets to your home screen. So you will be able to have more information at a glance and personalize your home screen according to what you prefer and need. For example, you can add the weather, calendar, any widgets that you like, and even choose a different size and arrange them however you'd like. There's also the option to add a smart stack of widgets based on the apps that you'd like to use the most and switch between the ones you'd like to see at the moment. Besides, the new app library will automatically organize all of your apps into one simple view. The apps will be added to specific categories without you having to create specific folders, and the most used apps are always at the top in an easy-to-reach spot. This new app library also has a list view for you to browse for a specific app more easily, and you will even have the option to hide an entire page if you want. So if you have a few apps that you don't use that often and you don't want to have extra pages, you can simply hide an entire page. Now, it took a long time for this feature to come to the iPhones, Picture-in-Picture, which allows you to keep watching your videos or continue your FaceTime while you use another app. For example, you can now watch a video and use Instagram at the same time. Unfortunately, we still do not have the option to split the screen in two and use two different apps at once, but this was already an advancement. With iOS 14, the calls from your iPhone, FaceTime, and other apps are also displayed in a more compact design, and it doesn't take up the entire display anymore, just like Siri, that also has a new design and doesn't take up the full screen when activated. Besides, Siri is also supposed to help you find answers to a broader set of questions, as it now has over 20 times more facts than it did 3 years ago. And another new Siri feature is the ability to send audio messages, which isn't available now with iOS 13. Talking about iMessage, you will be able to pin up to 9 of your most important conversations to the top, add a photo, memoji, or emoji to your group chats, mention users on a group chat, and reply to specific messages. The memojis also had an upgrade, and you will now have more age options, face coverings, and choose from over 20 new hair and headwear styles. Another iOS 14 feature is the one called App Clips, which will allow you to use apps without having to fully download them. For example, you will be able to scan an app clip code in a parking lot, use the app to make the payment without the need to insert your credit card information, because you can even use Apple Pay. The idea is to improve the user experience, and in case you want to download this full version of the app later, you only need to look for it in the recently used tab. Talking about maps, it will now bring cycling navigation options that will give users the directions through bike lanes, busy or quiet roads, take altitude in consideration, and it even tells you whether you would need to carry your bike up the stairs or not. The EV routing options will also become available, and it will track your current charge, including the weather and elevation, and it will tell you where you can find charging stations on the way. iOS 14 will also have a new Translator app that will give you the option to translate conversations simultaneously across 11 different languages like English, Mandarin, German, French, Italian, Portuguese, and a lot more. Users will have the option to enable a fully offline experience by downloading the languages they need and even save translations for easy access. Besides that, it will also be able to use the attention mode if you want in landscape view, which makes it easier and more effective to get someone's attention. So if you're traveling, for example, but don't speak the language, you can say whatever you need in your native language that the app translates everything for you. And even though a few words are not 100% accurate, the other person will definitely have a sense and understand what you're trying to say. Still talking about translations, Safari can now translate websites in 7 different languages. You only need to tap on the icon at the top left corner of the display and choose the translation option. In relation to privacy, Safari will also warn you if the password that you're using is not secure enough, and you will also be able to tap the privacy report button to better understand how websites treat your privacy. Also, iOS 14 will allow you to get information information on the App Store to help you understand the privacy practices of every app before you decide to download it, and an indicator appears at the top right corner of the screen whenever an app is using your microphone or camera. And these are the biggest iOS 14 features coming soon to the iPhone. On June 22nd, all developers gained access to the beta version. The public beta should be available this month, and the final iOS 14 version will be available for the public in the fall. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.